Hey Twitch, it's me. I'm back. I survived last week. If you are back here again, thank you so much for putting up with me and enjoying what I'm doing. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're watching this on YouTube later on, thank you so much for dropping by. Oh, well, we are well into November, everybody. This is awesome. I made some tweaks to my setup. I think I fixed the camera issue. We're working on things. We're going to get better and better and better as we go. It's going to be a great Tuesday. We've got so much amazing stuff tonight. The first up is our Toss Back Tuesday of Roller Coaster Tycoon. And when I say Roller Coaster Tycoon, I mean the OG. And I'll show you just how OG I mean in just a minute. And then later on, I watched like one 15-minute tutorial on how to make a Stardew Valley mod. So I decided, that's enough learning, right? I can totally do that. So we're going to do the easy part first because that builds confidence and, I don't feel like messing up today. So we're going to make some nice, lovely little headshots for the dialogue portions for mods for myself and Break to add us into Stardew Valley. Yes, we can grace your computers. That's terrifying. Or is it wonderful? It's both. So we're going to be doing that using this adorable little pit crew that I found. I have no idea where I found it, so whoever made it, whoever showed it to me, thank you so much. I am so sorry I don't know who you are. And then after that, I've been playing Fall Guys for, I guess, about 5 months now, which feels like a long time, but also not like a long time. And I'm decently good at it. I can qualify most of the time. I get into finals pretty regularly. But I've never won a solo crown. Every crown I've ever won has been through squads. And I'm kind of tired of sitting here as an intermediate. So I'm going to try to sweat. I'm going to try to sweat Fall Guys, which I don't normally do. So let's see how that goes. Place your bets now as to whether or not that's going to go badly, really badly, or really, really badly. Because I can't find the grab button half the time, so I'm definitely not going to be able to grief people very well without also throwing myself off of whatever tile, pillar, wall, frog, whatever have you. It's not going to be pretty, but we're going to do it anyway. Because how does one get better than by getting so much worse first? And then, as we did last week, to close out the stream, I'm going to give you a lovely tour of one of my other Stardew Valley farms. The second one that I ever achieved perfection on. Totally different farm map, totally different concept. And that'll kind of wind us down to end out the night. But just to kind of ease us in, get us loosened up, get us chatting, I just want to tell you guys about a really, really sweet thing that happened to me at work this week. So I work in a library, and it's a wonderful job, but it's also a very taxing job. Work with a lot of people from all different backgrounds of life. It can get noisy, it can get stressful. Yeah, libraries. No longer the shh places of the past. They're community centers, creative centers, and there's a lot going on. Takes a lot out of you. A few weeks ago, end of October, we had a Harry Potter party for kids. And when I say Harry Potter party, we had someone dressed up as Dumbledore. We taught classes. We had professional soccer players come and teach Quidditch. I made an exploding potion. It was the whole nine. All right, we went so hard on a very, very limited budget. It was so much fun. We had a great time. It was exhausting. One of our lovely, lovely patrons that brings her granddaughter wrote the sweetest email to some of my bosses and board members and things like that. And it brought us all to tears because we do what we do for the people that come into the library for literacy, for fun and enjoyment and enrichment. And there's a big difference between thank you and someone going out of their way like that to do something so sweet and so kind and just so beautiful. So I just want to tell you guys, if you appreciate someone, something that they did, if you like their shirt, tell them. Because I guarantee you they hear more criticism than they do positivity. And libraries are tough. We face a lot every single day. And just someone taking that time to write a letter, just absolutely fawning over us and what we did for this Harry Potter party, just meant so much. And it just gave me the gas that I needed to not only have a better day and get through the day, but actually have a really good day and a really good day today. And helped me really remember why I work this job that can be not a lot of pay and be pretty unforgiving sometimes. So if someone does something that means a lot to you, tell them. Because it really can give you the strength to keep going. And I just also thought it was just so sweet. Like, I've had little kids make me bookmarks and cute letters and color things for me. And I'll do it all over every single day. I'll deal with everything. So, read books. Be nice to people. That's your homework for the week. And forever. Yeah, you have homework forever. You thought you were done with that after school. Well, you're at the wrong channel, because I'm always going to give you homework to make the world a better place. Woo! Alrighty. I hope you guys have had a fabulous week. It's full moon, and it's election day here in the U.S. The world is a little off its rocker. So, I thought it'd be so much more fun to just relax and to throw it back in more ways than one. To throw it back to Avatar, The Last Airbender. I don't know if you guys can see the earrings, but they're Appa. My Fire Nation shirt. My insanely cool jacket that I may need to put on later that I will show you. Like, can we just get a yay for Avatar? Just yay for Avatar in the chat. Gotta love it. Whew. Okay. Now, I do still not 100% know what I'm doing when it comes to Streamlabs. So y'all just bear with me while we work on changing the stream title and such. I mean, this Roller Coaster Tycoon basically made me a gamer. I spent so many hours upon hours upon hours upon hours playing this game, not knowing what I was doing at all. I still don't 100% know what I'm doing, but it was great. Like, hello. I didn't go to very many amusement parks as a kid, but I got to go to so many amusement parks through this game and do so much amazing stuff. So, we're just going to start at the beginning. We're going to start with the first scenario, and we're going to work our way through it and just get so nostalgic. The nostalgia, let the nostalgia flow through you. Oh, yes. Whew. Okay, there we go. Stream title changed. So, I said I was going to show you guys just how far back we're throwing it with this game. All right. Yeah, we're playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, whatever. I got a surprise for you. Most people these days play Roller Coaster Tycoon by downloading it from somewhere like Steam, which is how I have Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, or from like some sketchy website or whatever. Y'all remember these? It's a CD-ROM, kids. I still have mine. The sucker is over 20 years old, and it's still cranking. My laptop doesn't even have the thingy to put this in. So I had to get one that's external. There's so many wires coming out of my computer right now. It's insane. But it's all worth it for this bad boy. 20-year-old disc. Still killing it. Now, I will say, I had to tweak the settings a little bit because back when this game came out, screens were not made to do what they do now. So, game and my computer don't play all that nice together. So, it does cut off a little bit of the bottom. It cuts it off for me. It's going to cut it off for you. And I'm actually playing it on like 7/8 of my screen, which is really kind of weird. But it's as good as it's going to get. And at least you guys don't have to look at that weird part of the screen here. So let me go ahead and get it loaded up. Hopefully it's not going to screech in everybody's ears like it did the other night. I've been working on all of my sound settings and stuff like that for a while now. So we're going to go ahead, get it up to date. Run the game, and hopefully all will go well. Now, it did make my laptop run really, 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 really hot the other day. So we're going to play until we finish the first scenario, at least, or until my laptop catches fire, whichever happens first. I do have a fire extinguisher right behind me, but I hope I won't need it. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Woo! Alright, but come on, buddy. Oh, this poor disc is... I don't even know if you guys can hear that, but I can hear the disc so loud. Ugh. Woo! Okay. Check this out. Oh, look at it! And of course my camera has decided to stop, but, you know. But I did fix the camera, so... Hi! There we go. Now we're back. Now let me know if you can't hear me, audio's too loud, anything like that. It's gonna take a while to tweak all these settings. So I do have the deluxe pack. So we start off with the original 5 scenarios from Roller Coaster Tycoon, as well as the expansions of the Corkscrew Follies, Loopy Landscapes, and the real parks, which are existing parks, and the extras, which you earn extras along the way, which I did not know until not too long ago. But we're just going to start with the OG. We're going to start with the learning. We're going to start with basically the tutorial. So, Forest Frontiers. Deep in the forest, build a thriving theme park in a large cleared area. Alright, I went ahead and paused it. So, that way we can kind of go over everything that goes on in this scenario. This is, I mean, you can't even argue with the fact that this is the easiest scenario by far, because it's completely flat land. There's some trees to remove, but not a whole lot. It's pretty small, but you have the option to buy more land. You only have to have 250 guests in your park at the end of the first year. So it's a really, really good starting point. This is, you know, this is the one that little 9, 10-year-old me would just play around with like a sandbox. Because even if you failed the scenario objective, you could just continue on for however long until you got bored. So we have to have 250 guests in the park at the end of October, year 1, park rating of at least 600. So the part that's cut off a little bit is our money situation and the date a little bit, but I can still see the money and I can still see the date. I just can't see anything else that's below it, which is totally fine. It doesn't really matter to me. I never paid attention to the weather anyway. I never really cared when it was going to rain. If it started raining, I just ran up the price of my umbrellas to $30. Capitalism. That's the alternative name for this game, honestly. And you know what? That's probably how we're going to go about it, because I'm a little greedy when I play Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's nothing like how I play Zoo Tycoon, but we'll do that another day. So, park is currently closed right now. Of course, so we have no rating and no guests. We have no information, right? So I am going to run up the admission. A, because I have the option. And B, because that's how a lot of our income really is going to start off. If you've never played this, there are some scenarios where you don't have the option to charge an admission price, and they're so much more difficult and require a completely different mindset to make money in. So we'll go ahead and close it out first, so that way we're not running down our time clock while we're figuring out a plan. And because of how I've had to set up the screen, I'm not able to just move around by putting my cursor how I used to, so I have to use my arrow keys to move around, which is kind of ass, but it's fine. So you don't start off with an excessive amount of ride types. I have the monorail, which is like whatever, completely useless, honestly, unless your park is big. So I never start with that. You have some gentle rides, horse, cars, slide, the famous merry-go-round. Only a couple of designs of roller coasters, thrill rides, the boat hire, which we don't have any water unless we make it ourselves, so this will probably be later on if we go for that. And then some stalls. And I actually did not know this until I was looking up information about this scenario, but the bathroom, drink stall, and burger stand are guaranteed when you do this scenario. But this one, the popcorn stall, is randomized. It can be popcorn, ice cream, and a couple other things. Like, you get randomly selected one. And I was trying to make sure the game worked the other day. I got ice cream. We got popcorn this time. So that was kind of cool. That there was that randomization. Words are hard. I read and I write. Asking me to speak is too much. You're asking too much of me. Okay, so we have to start with a merry-go-round. I mean, come on. Not only is it one of the less expensive items to buy, it is a classic. You have to have a merry-go-round. If your park does not have a merry-go-round, I'm not going. What's the point? My childhood mall had a merry-go-round in it for like a decade. So, yes, I must have that. So I am going to remove that tree, but I can't do that because the game is paused. Blech. Oh, yay, $15 to take down a tree. Wish it was actually that cost, dang. Alright, so I'm going to do the entrance over here. And we'll do the exit right there. Let's go ahead and build our paths before we worry about any of our ride settings. Kind of actually vibing with these default colors. So yellow is probably the closest. The only thing that ever really annoyed me about this game was the lack of color options for the queue lines. Like, what if I wanted purple queue lines, huh? Alright, that's probably long enough. When I was younger, I had these super duper long queue lines that were just absolutely the worst ever. So I don't do that anymore. I'm nicer now. Okay, so we have our little path there. And until we start getting a lot of people in the park, I'm going to set this on any load. Otherwise, it's just waiting forever and ever and ever if you don't even have a full load's worth of people in the park. And it's kind of a pain. I usually don't do minimum wait time unless it's a roller coaster, just to space them out a little bit. But really, with these smaller rides, it's just not worth it. Not in my opinion, anyway. So let's say a max of 30 seconds. Move it or lose it, people. Always, always, always set your inspection time to every 10 minutes, unless it's one of those rides that literally never breaks down, like the Cricket House. Because these rides will break down all the time if you don't. And they still break down all the time, but it just cuts down on that a little bit. What is the tent? Oof. Okay, we are going to change this. I love doing these canvas tents. The entrance, it just looks so cute. And we're going to start off at a cheeky $1 for now. So we're going to go ahead and test it. Let it roll while we're naming it. So I used to be pretty basic, usually with my merry-go-round names. It was usually merry-go-round or the merry-go-round, or merry-go-merry if I was feeling spicy. Whew. But I feel like I need to branch out. You know, I played this game when I was 10. I'm now older than 10. Not telling. So, let's see. I will name it for now Steeplechase, unless I eventually name a roller coaster that, which I've done before. Okay, so we'll go look at our testing. Test results are in. Open her up. Ah. Music takes me back. Alright. I'm trying to move slowly so that everybody can keep up, but we don't want to waste our time in here either. So let's open this park. Let's get a mechanic rolling in here. Woo! And I'm going to leave his little blue jumpsuit on because it's cute. Let's see. I like naming my handymen and mechanics and all these really basic names. Like, Tim is a good mechanic name. You know? I trust Tim with my rides. You know? I really do. So, we don't really have anybody in the park. We don't have any food right now, so I'm a little less concerned about the handyman. I'd rather put garbage cans out here. Oh, and cha-ching! The sound of money, ladies and gentlemen. We have a park guest! We have a park guest! Okay, I'll stop singing because that's painful even for me. And we'll make things cute. Let's see. What about a cheeky little elephant fountain right there? Okay. But you can't go to a park and only have a merry-go-round. We're not counting Marcel Voss on YouTube because he's a freak of nature. We're normal people here, okay? So we're going to start off with a steel mini because those wooden coasters are not even worth it at this point. Look at the size of some of these. It's like a hobby for me to just see how much space these take up. Like, are you serious? What in the world? I could probably put this, it would take up half the park. That one just looks ridiculous. I've put it up before. It's not. No, we're not doing that. Again, takes up a lot of room. This one's fun, but if I remember this one correctly, it sits way off the ground and kind of causes a lot of pathing issues. So I think we're just going to go with this one, which is probably everybody's first coaster if they're not... I keep forgetting I can't just move my cursor. If they're not really good at the game or they're not really experienced, it's probably most people's first coaster in this game. The queue line here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There we go. Yeah, this coaster's built kind of weird, so there's really only so many places you can put your entrance and exit on here. Again, we'll do the any load situation. There's only one train, so there's really no point in a wait time. But I will make this 45 seconds, just to make sure we have time to get everybody on. And if it's waiting for any load, it'll just send at 45 seconds regardless, until we come back and change that. So let's see, what colors do we want? I actually like the yellow again. I won't be default coloring all night, but I'm going to give props to the defaults where I can. So I kind of have a name and concept in mind for this one. So let me see if I can change that. Whoa, that's not what I want. That's way too bright. There we go. I like that. That was fun. But I think we're going to go back. Let's do the wooden ones. Because I have a little concept I want to go for here. And we can make some pretty good money off of a new coaster. So. Because the colors just remind me of A, the sleeping bumblebees that sleep on my plants at night, and B, Bumblebee from Transformers. So, we gotta, right? This game, like, brings me so much peace, honestly. I just love this freaking game. Oh, did I mention I can't see my alerts? Oops. Like, entrance fee is too high. Oh, my good gravy. Calm down. Whatever. I don't need that many guests in my park right now. I just don't want the alert anymore, honestly. It's only one train, so I'm really not expecting the line to need to be terribly long. That's probably more than enough. We'll have them go like that. That way they're not congregating right at the very, very beginning. Oh, there are 2 trains. Hey! How did I miss that? Boom! And I didn't set any music for this one because it's very close to the merry-go-round. And there's really not a point in having music all right there together. I used to have music on every single ride, and oh my god, my head would be ringing after I got done playing. Alright, so now we're gonna put some benches. And some garbage cans. Because this is a tiny little roller coaster, but you better believe these people gonna puke everywhere. Ugh. And we'll make the park pretty in a little while, but first let's give the people a reason to come. Gotta love our scrambled eggs. Let's see if I can stick it back here. Oh, I have a tree in the way. Still keep forgetting to use my arrow keys. God. What am I, a total noob at this game? Jeez. Okay, let's do that and that. Definitely changing these away from the wooden. That just looks weird. And yeah, I know it's not efficient to do 18, but guess what? We're gonna do it anyway. Because honestly, unless you just honestly have no idea what you're doing in this game, if you're a little kid, you've never played before, this scenario is pretty easy to beat with your eyes closed. I'm just being real. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Ooh, that's kind of fun. Go ahead and test it while we're thinking of a name. Again, I went with default names on a lot of these rides just because it could get to be a lot coming up with lots and lots of names over and over and over, especially if you're trying to beat scenarios. But I owe you guys more than just scrambled eggs. Oh, and I can't type for shit, so you're gonna see me screw all that up. Such a peaceful looking ride. The scrambled brains. AKA my brain on a regular basis anyway. Oh, did I say that out loud? Of course I did. Anyway, moving on. There we go. Now people can get to it. And while it's rolling through its tests, we'll go ahead, do the same thing. Let's put trash cans right there. And I also can't see the number of guests that we have in the park unless I, like, pull up the information. And do that. That's another thing that kind of stinks, but hey, this game is 20 years old and was built for computers that were nowhere near like these. I'm just impressed I got the thing to run. So, let's go ahead, open that bad boy up. Let's go. Ooh, what do we have here? New ride, attraction now available. Ferris wheel. Oh, y'all know what we're doing next. Absolutely. We're going to the research tab. Why? Because we want more stuff. Ride improvements really are not that important. I do want a few more shops and stalls. I'm okay with no more gentle rides for right now. So we're gonna let them focus on that instead. Alright, let's spend some of that money that I hear us making here. What the hell just happened there? Okay, yeah, it's still a little scuffed, I'm not gonna lie. But, hey, we're making it. let's clear out some of these trees. Dude, I can't see what that alert is. I don't know. I mean, if something's going terribly wrong, then we'll worry about it then. You know, that's totally a safe, healthy mindset, right? You want me managing your park that you go to. Totally. Probably not. Alright, let's see. Usually 2 rotations is still a lot, but... nothing sucks worse than going like a half a rotation on a Ferris wheel and stopping. So... But man, the line will get backed up for this mess. Good gravy. Whew! Okay. So we got a lot of yellow and like pastels, like light colors going on. So let's go for that nice dark. I've always loved this color. It's like a blue-purple situation. We can get, we'll just do $1. Because I'm probably going to have to bring the merry-go-round down here pretty soon anyway. So we're going to go ahead and test that while I think of what to name it. I like to keep my queue lines nice and tight as best I can. So they aren't spread out all over the park and you're not wasting your real estate. Alright. So we're still testing. Let's do trash cans there and there. I will spam these trash cans and benches. It's more stuff for people to break, but honestly, I don't know. Oh, to what do my wondering eyes see? People are puking already. Oh, gross. Caught a puke on stream. Ew. Alright, well. We need a handyman. First thing, turn off the mow grass, because that's all he'll do. Because it's based on how many units of what thing need to be done, and there's always going to be more grass than anything else. So if you want grass mowed, hire a handyman specifically to mow the grass. Otherwise, he'll literally only mow the grass and nothing will ever get done. And your path will be entirely covered in vomit to the point where you can't see what the path used to be. Not that I speak from experience or anything. It was not pretty. Alright, so this guy, we're going to open this, first of all. Yes, it says Ferris Wheel 1. I'll get back to that. Way more important to name our handyman. Well, I know that, for multiple reasons, I could not do this stream without my best friend. So, since they are so handy to me, they will now be immortalized in the park by cleaning up puke. I love you. Please still be my moderator. Please. Anyway, let's check our messages. Oh, so now they're commenting that it's very cheap. I could have just built the ride and ignored the message in the first place, but I'm trying to teach you guys how to be, how to do this game. Here, we're actually going to run it up a whole $1 more. Dollar bills, y'all. Alright, so I'm kind of just going to go back and forth here for a minute on the thrill rides and the gentle rides. Let's see. Where would be a good spot for this guy? I really like having the coaster as kind of a focal point, so I want to guide people's eyeballs towards that. And I like to leave space in between each ride. People to be able to for me to be able to make pathways to get other places, and just to kind of give some breathing room where I can decorate. And who cares how long the line is? Do as I say, not as I do, kids. 25 swings. Let's go. Let's make them sick. Probably gonna have to get another mechanic here at one point. I see your message, Frank. You know you love me. Sometimes. Okay, let's change up this ship a little bit. Let's see. Let's make it look more like a real ship. What if we trade these colors out? Ooh, that's kind of fun. The barfing sound is gonna haunt my nightmares, I swear to God. And we're gonna name it Pirates of the Caribbean because, yeah, I probably didn't spell that right, but it's fine. Spell check was invented for a reason. And spell check doesn't exist in this game, so I am crippled by society trying to make everything easier. Also, the font in this game just makes everything look spelled wrong to me. Go. That's kind of a long queue line, but I left it to where I can kind of take pieces out if I need to. There we go. So we're getting busier and busier in this part, y'all. And I like it. Let's see. Oh, those are the marketing things. I wish it let me get to my guest number faster than that. Steel roller coaster. Oh, yes. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. It's going to be great. Alright, turn this thing on. So, now we need our steel roller coaster. I'm going to go ahead and hire a new mechanic because we do have a lot of rides now and I don't want poor Tim to get overwhelmed. So, naturally, Tim and Tom are going to take care of our park. Yes, I am choosing the world's widest dad names for this. Absolutely, 100%. Every person in this game looks alike, so, I mean, what are you going to do? Speaking of names, we always show the real names of guests. Always. So that Arthur M. can be his full and glorious self. And I just heard barfing again. It's one thing I never fully got used to in this game, I don't think, is how often people puke. Okay, y'all want to see some money? This ride was my everything. Oh, come on. What do you mean I can't put it there? Rude. Aha, there we go. This bad boy is my everything. It's also the very first roller coaster I ever crashed because I didn't understand the concept of speed and miles per hour. Don't put launch speed over 40 miles an hour, just trust me, okay? Don't run it up to 85 or whatever the top speed is. At least I tested it first, right? And we want to run this down real low. I think there's probably enough people in the park to where we can wait for a full load. So I think we'll do that. And I have some traditional names that I usually use for this bad boy. Nice, nice. Yes, I like it, I like it, I like it. It's amazing what guests will pay for this ride when it first opens. Alright, so we're gonna call this one Grapevine. I heard it through the grapevine. I'm sorry, I can't sing. I don't know why I keep singing. I'm so sorry, guys. I just love this ride. So simple, so perfect. Such a moneymaker. Ah, the cacophony of barfing. And it's only going to get so much worse. break, I'm not gonna launch them. Think about it. If I launch them, park rating go down, scenario achievability go bye-bye. But don't worry, we'll do that sometime where we'll send people into space. It's totally fine. That just may not be today's objective. How about that? Come on, one of us has to be the killjoy around here. And it's definitely not you. Okay, I am sensing the need for a new handyman. Ew. So what do we name this one? You know, honestly, I kind of break this. I need to help her clean up the puke because we're best friends, and that is what we do for each other. In real life, I cannot. Alrighty. It's still testing. It's still just kind of rolling here. So, let's see. Spin around where we can see what we're doing. We're going to add so many benches and so many trash cans. This whole, like, Pucalifornia over here. Gosh. Weak-stomached people. I mean, I know some people get motion sickness, but you gotta be kidding me. And look how much we've done, and just how tiny it is. It's so fun. I just love this. I love this game so much. And honestly, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 improved in some ways, but there's nothing better than the OG. There really just is nothing better. The barfing. Oh my god. Okay, people are going to be getting hungry soon. So now that they've thrown up everything in their stomachs, we have to give them something to fill their stomachs. Because I'm cruel like that. I think back here looks like a great little spot. Let's see. For a food court. Normally I don't make it quite this long, but we're going to kind of go that way because we're trapped by the fence right now. Alright. Let's see. Always charge for your bathrooms, okay? Always charge for your bathrooms. Yes, you pay to pee in my park, alright? If you don't have 20 cents, you probably shouldn't be at an amusement park, I'm just saying. Just gonna run that up a little bit so we get some more profit off of that. Naming stalls is probably the hardest part of this game. I'm just gonna be real. It's awful. You can't go to an amusement park these days and get a drink for this price, so I figure I'm letting you have food basically for free. You can let me not name things. Or you can shout out some name ideas in the chat, and I'll take them. Because my creativity is really not where it needs to be. Why do you think I'm playing other people's games instead of, you know, making my own or anything else? Aw, look, somebody already puked in my food court. How quaint. Ooh, we got a new ride. That's why you put it at $400 a month, people. That's why you put it at $400 a month. We'd love to see it. Oh, I really want some more benches and trash cans in here. Like, bench and trash can me up. Seriously. Okay, well, since I still have brakes thing open, this is pretty much how you play Roller Coaster Tycoon. With a handyman up. So you can pick them up and drop them wherever you need to. Although, for break's sake, I will pull myself up and actually make myself do some work for once. What is with the cacophony of barfing? Good gracious, these people are useless. Anyway, moving along. My favorite, we got the information kiosk, which always goes in a corner so that you can have multiple windows open. We're gonna go with black umbrellas. Because why not? These prices are pretty good to start out with, but I think we can raise the map price a little. There we go. And I usually like to put one of these near the entrance as well, because you really can't have enough of these. Let's see, I'll put it right there. We're gonna go with one umbrella color throughout the entire park. I think that'll work pretty well. Oh, haha, I'm stupid. I never opened this ride. Anyway, that answers my question I was about to ask, though. Oh, why is nobody riding Grapevine? Because it's not open. It happens. I've been playing this game for a long time, but I'm not going to say. And I still make mistakes. So, also, this is the first time I've really seriously played this game in a long time. Probably a good 5 years. Okay, I'm just ignoring the barfing sounds at this point. I can't. Okay, let's see. I want to start expanding backward, but I think I'm going to have to go this way. I think I kind of screwed myself over a little bit with being able to put any kind of pathway this way. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try to do something with it, but I think we just need to keep moving this direction for right now. Let's see. Let's give people a gentle ride to kind of help their stomachs out. Okay, who actually builds a mini car ride that's this big? You know how long it takes to get through something like that? You know how inefficient that is? I really want to build it now. Should I build it? Maybe I should get a price point on this first, because I have no idea even how much this is going to cost me. And we are fairly low on money. I can get more of a loan, but I don't want to be excessive with that loan in case we need it to get ourselves out of trouble later on. Yeah, see, that's going to take a decent chunk of our cash. But it might be kind of fun, or it might be a total disaster. Delectable tea or deadly poison? Come on, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Do we do it or not? We're doing it. We're totally gonna do it. Whoa! Oh, Lord of mercy. Randomize it? Oh, come on. Although that would have been a really good idea. Damn it. Oh, well. Let's see. Let's do the entrance actually down here. And then we'll do the exit here. That way we can extend our paths a little bit further back. No, there will be very little maximum waiting time. We're going to go way down here. Because these cars don't hold that many people. So, go, 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 go. We're definitely going to do full load. Can we change what kind of cars we have? Oh, trucks. 100% trucks. If you don't do trucks, what's wrong with you? Alright, color scheme. I like making it look like an actual road. Like, that's fun to me. So that looks snazzy. Let's see. Ooh, I got an idea. We're gonna make it different colors for each car. Let's see. Help me keep track of colors we've already done and what colors we need to do. Obviously, we're going to do a flaming fuchsia truck because that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I would drive a flaming fuchsia truck. Let's see. Let's do a dark green for this one. Let's do a bright. It's supposed to be white, but honestly, it's just really a light silver color. This is what we do. We sit and we pick colors for our truck, and we hit the wrong drop-down buttons 1,500 times. This is how we do it. Sorry. It's a habit. I'm used to playing games alone. Ooh. That's a fun color. Okay, we have not done a brown truck yet, so we're gonna do that. I used to name this ride like UPS delivery or something like that and make all the trucks brown. Little kid me thought she was a genius. I've already done a red truck. I don't even remember. Oh, and she was. Aw, you're so sweet and you're so completely wrong. I also just realized that I don't have a chat on this camera. I'll have to add that in. That's okay. It should be on my other screens, or at least one other screen. So. Ooh. Why is this the color of a Band-Aid? Ew. And this is basically our life here, is we just go around and around, you make rides, you put queuing lines. Although, I'm thinking we should start with this one. Make sure we have enough room for it. Oh crap, this is what I was afraid of. Cool, we get to build ourselves out of a corner. I like it. I like it very much. I don't like it. Okay, so I think we can get... Ooh, can we? Ooh, I may have really backed us into, like, a legit corner. Like, this might not be possible to get out of. Let's see here. I need to be able to see. Okay, so if we can't go that way, because the roller coaster's in the way, we'll have to find a way around or over. The problem is, if we go over, we're also going to have to go under. Let's see, I probably should just scoot this ride over, but I really don't want to go through picking all these truck colors out again. So let me see. Let's see how we can get out of this. Is there any way that we can go under this track? Let's see. This is part of the fun, you know, you have your logistics and you have your things you have to think through, and I didn't. Because saving space, while a really, really good idea in this game, can also come back to bite you in the butt. Can I go underground? Underground with the pathing. That actually is a great idea. I never really went underground with the pathing because I always had so much trouble seeing what the frick I was doing half the time. But it's definitely possible to go underground with it. Break, you're a genius. This is why I adore you. I hope that this will be enough. I really don't want to have to lower it more than one, because that gets to also kind of be a problem. Oh, see? They want to call me a genius? I smooch your brain and smush it. Whatever. Mwah. Yes! Love you infinitely. Ugh, see, this is why I play games that Break knows probably better than I do. There we go. Yes, yes, our park fee is not... enough. I know. I'm working on it. It really sucks not being able to see the messages, though. But I can't really do anything about that. I could hide my toolbar, but every time I try to do that, it has issues. So I may try that in a minute once I'm pretty sure the game is stable. But we're running pretty hot, so I don't want to take that risk of making it freak out too much. Alright, let's do that. And then we'll come out of the hole over there. And then we'll go down that way. That looks good. I was always absolute ass at building underground with anything. With building rides underground, with building pathways underground. Like, I sucked at it. I could not figure out anything I needed to figure out to do that. So, I'm very glad that that went well. This queue line's gonna fill up like a lot, isn't it? Hold on. Can I go this way? Nice. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Because I need to be able to connect those two together, otherwise guests are going to start getting lost because they have no concept of paths. I mute, pause, Twitch. Hold on. I mute, pause, Twitch on my phone and have the chat up there, but watch on my computer. It's not incomprehensible because I know you, but grammar, I'm going to assume that you're acquaintances more so than, like, friends. Just kidding. It made total sense. I get it. I do that all the time with streams, actually. Alright. Let's take a quick look at how many people we have in our park. 409. We only need 250. And we have 2 more months. I'm telling you guys, build rides. Build it, they will come. Pretty much. That's basically the entire concept of this game. Trash cans. And trash cans are basically one of the only things, trash cans and lamps are the only things that can really go on slopes. So I abuse putting trash cans on. You gotta have your little seating down there. I'll put some benches up there too, why not? I'm about to build paths anyway. Alright, let's open this bad boy. Uh-oh. We're going down! I don't want to hire a new handyman. I just want one to come clean up this freaking vomit. Jeez Louise. Also, that toilet is flushing almost constantly. It's kind of funny. Are people really having that much trouble? Okay, let's see our messages here. What are we doing? How are we doing? Best value park in the country. Just saying. I could do log flume. Oh my gosh. I only know one design of log flume, and it's money, baby! Money, baby, money. Dollar bills, y'all. Alright, first off, though, I am going to prep for the expansion of paths that way. And we'll go like that. That may be causing too many circles for guests, but we'll alter it if we need to, if they're really getting that lost. I'm gonna start doing something now that I don't normally add in everywhere this early. But I'm going to start putting my no entry signs of exits, because that's where people get confused. Not the circular paths. Not paths that send them in circles. They get confused with dead ends. Even more so than circles. So there's no entry signs when it's just an exit. That's what you want. And I'm going to start adding those in wherever it seems to be causing an issue. So that's just kind of one example. Okay, so now we're seeing that very few people are riding Bumblebee. So what's going on here is now it's too expensive. They're doing the same thing with Grapevine, right? So we're going to lower the prices, and I just like to watch people. Okay, so people are getting on if it's $260. So I like to watch and see at what point people will get on. Wow, really? Come on, you cheapskates. Please let me charge $420. Please. Damn it. Okay, alright, I'm with you, I admit it. It's not a very long ride for that much money. There we go. We got him now. But, trucking along here has a full queue. So I'm going to run that one up by a couple of cents. That's pretty much what this is about. This game taught me more about economics than any class I ever took in school. And that is the hottest of hot takes. Alright, so see right here, we have 2 exits, and that's literally all that's here unless I do the underground trick again. So now people won't be roaming down there and getting lost. Alright, let's see here. I like the idea of building a gigantic log flume, like I normally do. I don't have a lot of money to work with, though. So we might have to go get some more of a loan to make this dude happen. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna go up. Too high for sports. Okay, well, that kind of answered my question there. Come on. Who hasn't been to a theme park and this been like their favorite ride? You just get on it and take a big old massive dive down. Booyah. Easy peasy. Literal definition of easy money. And either at Six Flags or... I don't remember if it was Six Flags or if it's... Six Flags over Georgia, specifically. Or Wild Adventures in Valdosta, Georgia. But one of them has like a splash waterfalls, splash downfalls, something like that. And I cannot not name it that. Like I have to. It's tradition. So, of course... I'm gonna name it that. I just thought you guys should know. We'll go ahead and test it and make sure that the logs don't come flying off or anything like that. This is always a popular one too. You can really, really run this max wait time down. Like, I don't want stopping, alright? We're going. We going. Dark supports look so much better. Wooden style, yes. I love it so much. And I'm sitting so weird in my chair, so if I'm like angled all over the place, it's because I cannot sit straight. I really like to play the water style with this, though. I'm going against everything I said earlier about the multiple musics, but I wonder if I can... I do need to actually turn the volume down just a hair. There's a lot going on right now. It's a very long queue line. Okay, I'm gonna leave that space open and just build it from here. That's like the biggest pro tip I can give is when you're building a new ride and you're like making a little area for it, leave one path space empty so you can do what you need to do without guests running up in your business. It's really so helpful to just have that space and the time to just get it together. Put some more lights down there because it's kind of cool. These little $3 trash cans, $5 benches just ruin me financially in this game. I will put them everywhere. Okay, so now that we've pretty much got this whole thing like in the bag, I think we're gonna have a little fun. Now, unfortunately, the fountains that I love so much are not a feature in this game, which makes me sad. But we're gonna add some actual water. Oh, they are in this one. Why did I not see those earlier? Anyway, ignore me. Fountains! Fountain City! Because the park rating will go up if the guests think your park is gorgeous. And I actually really want to put something like this. Like that. And like hide the queue line from the world. Can I put it there? Yes. Alright, I think I want to put it like in this little inside part too. Oh, that one's crooked. My bad. There we go. So you get to look out on the water and all that fun stuff when you're close to the water, but otherwise you're going to kind of be blocked off. I feel like we need another information kiosk over here too. You know, you've just been underground, you're stressing. Get yourself a nice map and umbrella. There we go. Let's see. Doesn't really look like a lot of people are going this way. Because you have the people getting off the ride, but nobody's really going in that direction. I wonder if I need to open the ride fully before then. Before anybody actually goes that direction. Let's see. See how it works. Why am I seeing so much barf? Ugh. Fine, we're gonna hire a new handyman. And I have no idea what their name should be at all. Ain't nobody got time for that. Get them, no name. Clean up my park. I definitely did not take off their grass cutting. What? Bonk. Clean up my puke. Okay, let's work on some making the park pretty, shall we? Let's see. These flowers are always cool to me. There we go. Just kind of filling in these little, like, weird gaps. Just making them look pretty, you know? Spend $10 here or there. Get some pretty fences. And just have fun with it. I love doing themed parks and themed areas as much as the next person, but sometimes it's just really nice to just pull out your favorite stuff. And just make it look pretty. No, I'm trying to pick up my handyman without having to open the menu. There you are. Come here, no name. Earn your keep. Time to put some more trash cans and benches out, I think. Especially in these high vomit comment areas. Around the food and stuff. Always works out really, really well to have lots of benches, lots of trash cans. It's helpful. It really, really is. To all your park guests. Okay, are people just legitimately, like, not going this direction? Am I stupid? Or did I leave a... I left a piece open. Yeah, I figured there was some reason. Son of a... bitch nugget. Okay. How did I not notice that earlier? See, this is one of the few problems that I ever had with Roller Coaster Tycoon, was you can't see what you're doing. Like, I'm gonna have to lower so much of this just so I can see the ground. The perspective was a little off in this game, for sure. Let's see. Does this work? Yes! But now we have to delete that, because now people can't get in. So there you go. You have a nice hole in the ground, and now people can get there. I promise I used to be good at this game. Hide the nasty scar in the earth here that we have created. There you go. I am going to leave this little cliff looking thing here though. This side looks sort of pretty. This part right here looks nice. What if the little like water plant things in this one? Because they look cool. Yeah, these little guys. We just kind of sprinkle some on the hillside. They're kind of fun. Because you can have so much fun with this game. And you can legitimately just do whatever you want. There's actually a park in the expansion packs, Arid Heights. It's extremely difficult, but there's no money restrictions. You can just go absolutely bonkers. And that's what I like to do when I play this game, ultimately. But it is a tough scenario, because even though you don't have to worry about money, you have to worry about a million other things. And you don't have money as a moderating factor, which you wouldn't think would be like an issue. But trust me, you need money to help regulate things. Like park capacities. Like you have so many people in your park at all times. Ride lines, you can't just charge more money to keep people from going in the line. And it makes it really, really difficult to actually nail that scenario. Let's check our messages. Ooh, fries, stall. Single rail roller coaster's fun. Yeah, we need to up our entrance fee. I knew that for sure. Let's do that. Up that entrance fee. We're gonna go $22. And we're gonna go ahead and put in that fries stall. That's a popcorn stall. What am I doing? In all fairness, that kind of looked like French fries to me for some reason. I don't think we're actually gonna lower that down. I like French fries, so I want them to be slightly more affordable. So, this is not looking too bad right now. It's not the most decorated or like the most ultimately organized park. Like, it wouldn't win Micro Park by any stretch. If you've never played Micro Park, I feel happy for you. Micro Park will sever your soul from your body and make you question everything about your life. But you do learn how to build underground. And on top of things, and yeah. I feel like I should have put the water actually over here with Pirates of the Caribbean, but since that makes too much sense, we're not going to do it. But we are going to change that to the little rusty underground thing. Here. I'm just going to transform all of that. See, I'm putting in these dark walls here to look cool. Alright, there we go. You can really do so much to make your parks look clean and neat and fun. And there's going to be puke everywhere, but there's not really a whole lot you can do about that. Now, we are in October, year one. The precise date, I have no idea because I can't see. But it's end of October where we'll get the scenario. And that's working out perfect because I really only intended to spend an hour, hour and a half on this segment. And then we'll move on to something a little calmer, a little, you know, to give us a chance to just chill out for a bit. The only really sad thing about this scenario, I think, though, is there's no balloons. And those of you who have been deep into this game like I have know that if you have balloons that you can sell in the parks, when you achieve the scenario and everybody claps, they let go of the balloons. And there's all the balloons that go into the sky, and you can pop them, and it's amazing, and it just makes the celebration so much better. But we'll get to those. We will get to those. We will be returning to Roller Coaster Tycoon. Probably at least once a month. I want to do this Toss Back Thursday, and we've got Zoo Tycoon lined up for that. I've got a few other things I'm trying to get working, and we'll play that, and we'll kind of just go from there. But we will come back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. Most of these scenarios only take an hour, 2 hours tops to complete, and we can do them in 2 sessions if needed. So we'll definitely be doing this again. But this game is very easy. It teaches you a lot about physics, economics. It was educational. Like, I convinced my parents this was educational because it really is. And you have a lot of sympathy for theme park owners and managerials. Okay, so nobody's getting on some of these rides, so we're gonna go and run prices down on some of these. Nobody's getting on Grapevine. Nobody really gets on Grapevine in the rain. So I'm gonna let that one kind of marinate for a minute. Yeah, see, people are getting back in line for it now. It just takes time. Another one of my personal favorite things, you can turn all the people invisible. It's fabulous. It will make you think sometimes your park is empty, but it makes it easy to see vomit, vandalized benches, anything of that nature. And you can still see people once they're on a ride. So you know that people are riding. Yeah! We did it! 250 guests in the park at the end of October, year one. And of course, I have invisible people, so I can't see them cheering for me. Oh, some of them are still cheering. But yeah, they actually stand and clap for you, and it's the cutest thing. It's like the greatest fourth wall break of all time. There we go. We did it. And you can keep playing. That's the best part. You can keep playing. I think you can really ultimately keep playing this scenario fully through, like, the 3rd year, I think. I think after that point, you don't really get any new rides and stuff. But now it's sandbox mode, essentially. Alright. so I do think we're going to leave it as Forest Frontiers. I don't know if we'll be revisiting this one or not. I would say probably not. Just because it does have limited capabilities in terms of being a sandbox mode. But we'll go ahead and save it as that. And let's switch back here to the full screen mode. Alright, and my camera is still acting a little wackadoodle, so I do occasionally have to fix it. But it usually goes right back when I do that. Oh my god, it's still acting stupid. Your mom is acting stupid. There we go, finally. Goodness gracious. Anyway. Oh, so that was Roller Coaster Tycoon, ladies and gentlemen. So let's edit this. Edit the stream title and get going on our next segment. Alrighty, let's see here. Love it. Okay, so we've got a new stream title. We're moving into the next thing. So, I'm not that technologically savvy, okay? I know how to do, like, your basic stuff, but when it comes to making mods and understanding, like, game coding, I'm completely lost. So, naturally, I watch one 15-minute tutorial, and I decide that I'm going to make not one, but two mods. Two NPC mods for Stardew Valley, because why not? I mean, it's totally easy, right? But we're going to start with the easy part. And I'm not actually 100% sure if I'll stream the big, like, coding parts or not. But we're going to go ahead and work on some character profiles. So let me see. Let me get the page up here. I'm actually going to take the disk out so that my computer has less to deal with right now. Say goodbye for now to the trusty disk. I didn't get this one out of a cereal box, but I know a lot of people that did. Come on, Steam. Can we get some, like, can we get some games in our cereal boxes? Seriously? I would absolutely love that. Okay, yeah. Go away. My computer keeps freezing. That's really amazing. And honestly, it could just be OBS at this point. Okay, so I can do everything in OBS, but I am a little bit frozen on stuff outside of OBS. So that's fun. Will it let me alt tab out? Let me see. No. Oh, that's fun. Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Ugh, it's mad at me. When I tell you that my laptop is so hot I can hardly touch it right now, I'm not even kidding. I worked this sucker to death today. So, stuff happens. Okay, there we go. It's awake now. I don't know what I did, but it's awake now. Okay, here we go. So, okay, I need to start over on this particular hick crew. Alright, so are we going to make my pictures for the mod that's me? Or are we going to continue, which I have already made one off stream, of Break, the adorable little profile photos. Which I've always thought it's funny that some of the profile pictures in Stardew don't really actually look anything like how the characters themselves do in their sprites. I've always thought that was funny. Like Harvey, he looks totally different to me walking around in Stardew, his sprite, than his profile pictures do. Shiny first. Okay, fine. I want to start a new one, but it's kind of being obnoxious. Okay, well, we're just gonna go here. So here's our adorable little pit crew. So I'm pretty pale, but I'm not quite that pale. What do you guys? What do you think? Should we go palest? This lighting is actually sucky right now. I think my camera's frozen on this one too. Oh, this webcam is gonna be the freaking death of me. Okay, there we go. We're back. Whoop whoop. Yeah, I kind of like that. Like I'm pale, but I'm not like that pale. So it's probably a good, smart idea to start with that. Is this the mouth or is this the chin? Ooh, this is the eye type situation. This is the nose. Okay, this is the nose. These pit crews are adorable, but sometimes I have a little bit of trouble figuring out what they're actually doing. Okay, can I go ahead and just take the glasses off? Then I think I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Yeah, and then I'll just put the glasses back on later. Okay. Nose. Trying to look at my own profile is really awkward. Gotta find the right nose. Gotta find the right nose. So this is kind of what I'm gonna do for. There's like usually like 4 basic profile pictures, just like a normal smile, a really happy one, angry one, and sad. So I'm kind of just gonna go through and kind of screenshot essentially the different ones that we've got going on here. The no-nos look is a look. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling that one. I have kind of a really wide bridge of the nose up here, so that kind of gives some definition on that. Let's see. The smile is going to be something that changes, of course, depending on like the expressions that we need. I love the frowny face on this particular picture. It's so freaking cute. That actually kind of looks like my smile. I think that's kind of similar. Eyeballs is... oh dear. Eyes are always the hardest to me in any of these to get right. Ooh, no, my eyes are not quite that big. No. I mean, I have all of these expressions in my expressional arsenal, but as a general rule, none of these so far have been my eyeballs. These pit crews are so freaking cute because they always have like these anime looking eyes, which have nothing to do whatsoever with my eyes, but they're cute. They really are cute. Honestly, that kind of looks the closest, which is kind of disappointing, but I have decently small eyes. I don't have like the mammoth anime eyes. So I think we're going to go with that for now because I can always come back. Why don't I have pupils? I just realized that about this whole eye situation is there's no pupils. I feel like pupils would help here. Just because it's a little creepy. I don't think there are pupils in this version. In this pit crew. Okay, moving on. I don't have pupils. My eyes are kind of a blue-gray, green situation. So I'm thinking that the gray is probably going to be the closest for the most part. That's kind of what it looks like regularly. I don't really want to wink. That's not what we're going for in terms of the expressions that we need. So we just won't do winking. I don't really have a ton of freckles. So it's probably not accurate to freckle me up too much. So this is step one of making mods, right? You know, you have to get the little pieces that you need. You have to get sprites, which I have a plan for doing. But we're going to probably just do that a little bit later because right now it's set to do breaks sprites, and I don't want to have to undo that and do it again. So we just got to get profile pictures and sprites, and then comes the hard part of actually putting in the sprites, putting everything in, changing dialogue, getting liked GIFs, deciding whether or not to make romanceable NPCs, because that's a whole other step of things. So it's gonna be a great time. I'm liking it. Okay. In general, I don't blush like naturally. That's not just like my natural thing. So we'll come back if there's like the really happy blushy face. If we need that, we'll come back and we'll get that one later. Okay, eyebrows. Okay, first of all, the hair. It's got to move. Whoa, that's a look. So that we can find eyebrows that look anything like my eyebrows. And I think it's tradition that a pit crew eyebrows have to be so much higher up than like normal eyebrows. It escapes me as to why this is, especially because I have a 5 head. So in this pit crew, my eyebrow is gonna be like here. It's all good. It's all good. It's what we're getting with pixelated characters, and this is too freaking cute of a pit crew to be worrying about that. So that's probably the closest, I think, to my big brows. So we'll do light brown is probably the closest to my hair color. We'll see once we kind of get going on more hair stuff. Let's see. Okay, so we want to make sure we keep the 5 head as much as we can, because like it or not, that is what I look like. I do actually have little pieces that fall out in front of my face a lot, so oh, there we go. That actually is not a bad color match. It's not perfect, but it's actually not a bad color match. And break, you know what I look like, so along the way, if I'm like completely off my game, just let me know. Let's see. If I have a piece of hair sticking out, it's usually on this side. So I think we'll go ahead and just switch to this side and get little dangling bits that happen. There we go. That looks kind of cute. It looks kind of like what happens to my head. Oh, Lord. There's a lot of layers to this particular pic. Oh, that's so pretty. I used to have really, really long hair before cutting it this year, and I love my short hair so much. But I also liked having long hair, so here we go. Here's some shorter. Oh, spoke too soon. The anti-gravity, nice. Okay, that's kind of close. That's kind of close to what I'm looking like most of the time. I do have my headphones on, but I can probably take those off to see myself and my hair a little bit better. This is kind of what we're emulating here. My headphone pressure on my head and all. So we'll just kind of keep going through here. I like how this one looks, but I just want to make sure that I'm not going to miss out on potentially better option. That one's actually cute too. See, that one's so much shorter. It's a little too short. Like, I do have hair along the sides, so that looks cute. This thing is going to have to go, which I'm pretty sure this is one of the next things that we do here. Oh, that's like the hair texture thing. That never really made a whole lot of sense to me, so I'm just going to take that out. Maybe I just don't understand what it's supposed to be. That's completely valid also. Okay, yeah, this is like if you're adding a ponytail or some kind of whatever, but that's not what we're doing here. Okay. Let's see, yeah. Again, same thing on the other side. We don't need these. My hair is pretty much all one length all the way around. I don't even have enough to put up in these types of styles. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't even have enough to do with these. So we're just gonna take all of them off. Okay. So well, this is my favorite thing. Like that goes on a braid if you have one, but I could just stick a random pin on my clothes if I want to. These pit crews are so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, glasses now need to come back. Yeah, these are definitely closer to the square. Glasses and black. Here we go. I don't typically have much of anything in my hair. Or anything like that. And we are sort of kind of emulating the Stardew Valley look. So I may utilize these for what I call the more specialized profile pictures, but really I think with this one we just need to be like plain as possible. This is just kind of the general look. Because even though, as general rule, I don't like people, I'm friendly when spoken to, and like I'm gonna look relatively pleasant when people talk to me. So we're gonna go with that. Okay. So shirt situation. I think there's a couple of different layers to like the whole shirt thing here. So let's see. Stripes are cute. That's kind of cute too. Let's see here. What looks appropriately me? What do I think? I wear a lot of t-shirts. I wear a lot of hoodies. Very low maintenance. The stripes are actually extremely cute though. It depends on what the options are later on. So I think we're going to table that one and come back. Okay, these are like collars. Not a collar person. Stripes are very cute. Yeah, they really are. I don't wear a ton of stripes, but they are extremely cute. Okay, do we want a tie? Now these are meant for the collared versions, but and we might go back and try a collared thing because I do have some ideas. But deciding on an outfit is legit the hardest part of this. Like, this is your like outfit. Nobody in Stardew Valley changes their outfits unless you have a mod. Like, this is your outfit. This is the only thing you own. So coming up with that is going to be a lot. So we may have to tweak the outfit a good bit before it really reaches a point that we like. And that's totally fine. Totally valid. I do wear cardigans a lot, so that would be accurate to have that situation going on. Let's see here. Oof. Yeah, no, I wear necklaces, but not like choker necklaces. But if this is my choice, it is accurate for me to wear necklaces. Let's see, what's the closest color-wise? That's probably the closest to combinations I normally wear, because I don't wear a lot of red. Today does not count. This was in my closet. I'd already worn it for like an hour the other day, so I just threw it back on. Okay, I don't need a hat, I don't think. Not really a hat person. The only thing I ever wear in my head is these bad boys. I mean, look at how cute this is. Like, there's so much. There's the little Stardew Valley heart. And I will always call it the Stardew Valley heart, even though it's like a pixel heart. Too freaking precious. 4 words. Okay. Ugh. What? I have streamer mode enabled on Discord, and it still keeps lighting up for random reasons. I'm like, go away. I don't care. Unless it's break trying to tell me that something broke again, I'm not interested. Not right now. Not during these 3 hours a week. Cannot do it. Okay, yes. We're not going to do any of those for this one. And I think we need a background that's going to be easy to remove. Because, or like a light color to blend in. So I think what we need to do, woo, frog in my throat, is kind of go for just a neutral background like that. That way we could just click, boom, put it into the mod, no problem. We do also have like options like these, which are extremely cute, like backgrounds and aesthetics and whatnot, that look very, very Stardew Valley like, and they're precious. But I think we're just gonna go with just a flat background. And you can add like sparkles and all the things like that. Okay, so now I can go play with the outfit a little bit more now that we know what we're looking at, right? What all the different options are. So if we add in stuff like collars, but see, that takes away my stripes, and the stripes are freaking cute. That's the problem. But I also really like the look of the collars, and it's kind of gives some of the vibes that I'm going for. Because yeah, I'm modeling this after myself, but I'm also kind of characterizing it a little bit too. So I really like the collar, but the stripes are also so cute. Okay, let's just play around here for a minute. We'll go back and tweak colors later on, but like the woman suit, the suit on a female presenting person has always been a really, really good look for me, and I haven't found one that I personally like on myself, so this might be kind of a time to play with that. You know, be the suited scholarly type. Because I wear a lot of cardigans as a librarian, and I wear a lot of jeans as a librarian and t-shirts and whatnot, so this might be kind of fun. But still want it to look feminine. I do want a relatively feminine presentation here. So if I do that, yeah, that brings back my short sleeves, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't want that. I want the blazer look going on here. I think a suit would suit you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That's extremely sweet. I would hope it would. I really, really hope it would. Ooh, that gives it a little bit more dimensions going on. I like that. I like that. Yeah, we need to color it up a little bit more, I think. We're gonna kind of play with some color. Like, we're definitely not gonna wear a red tie. That's not really me. Blue is for sure more me. White is always fun. Black's gonna blend in a little too much right now, I think. Gray is good, but again, it's just not enough. Ooh. That's snazzy, but I really like the blue. I really, really like the blue. So this pit crew it's one of the like pixelated ones. I'll probably have the link in the VOD on YouTube, so that way I can properly credit, and that way you can go and have a little fun yourself. Or if you want to make your own, or if you just want to make a profile picture, whatever, you can go bananas. So let's make our... Okay, so that makes the shirts like that. I'm just going to kind of goof around with the different colors for a minute, and oof, not that, and see what we come up with. Purple's kind of cute, but I'm not sure how it looks with blue. I wanted to contrast, but not too much. You know, we want to be cute scholar, not got dressed in the dark. I really want the jacket to be like a color between the gray and the white, like a really light gray. And I just don't know if that's going to be possible with this pit crew, which is totally fine. Totally fine. I'm just going to kind of play and see what we come up with here. Yeah, so if I come back here, yeah, see, it goes like straight white. I think the shirt really needs to change the color, honestly. I could go with a brown, but brown with brown hair is a tough one to pull off properly. And within the limitations of the pit crew, I think we just need to settle for making the collar and jacket the part that we do that bit with. Blech, words. Alright, so we have it gray right now, but that makes it black. Let's go black. Let's go. Okay, so that's the part underneath that you can't actually see anymore. Okay, so I can just take that away and not worry about it. Yeah, you can't see that part, so it doesn't matter. Can't see either one of those. So we have our collar. There we go. I don't know, I'm kind of vibing with the gray. Like, it's not quite as light as I'm thinking, but I'm kind of vibing with it a little bit. I have also thought of something else, though, that could mean we come back and redo these at some point. Is that whatever I do here has to be at least somewhat doable within Stardew Valley. Which would have been... It would have been smart to make my sprite first, but I really just wanted to get started on these and explore the options that we've got going on with them. So, I really think that this is a good little baseline situation that we have here. And yeah, I actually really kind of like that. Because we've got the necklace, the hair looks good, it's got the little flyaway piece, which, like, I have right here. Got the necklace that I usually wear, which is tucked in my shirt right now. But it's really giving pretty good shiny vibes, I think. I think it's giving good shiny vibes. So, and I do this every single time with these pit crews, so I really hope this works. Yay! And rather than, I'm just going to snip it from here. Because I don't read any language other than English, so I never take chances with pit crews and clicking on stuff, just out of an overabundance of caution. There we go. Aw, she's adorable. Okay, actually I'm just going to name it default. I need default. There we go. Absolutely freaking cute. Now, because I'm not great at pit crew, we're going to try to see if it'll go back. Actually, Break, you do these all the time. If I want to just change what I have here, can I just back button it? And then I can just edit, like, the expression part and go back and do it again? Or am I going to have to redo the whole thing? Yes, okay. Sweetness! Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we got kind of just the default look. Now we need a mad look. Honestly, I have a pretty decent mad face when I get actually legitimately angry. Uh, I have a pretty good mad face. So let's see how some of these look. The lips are a definite look. That's my judging you face. That's actually really funny. Probably not the greatest option for what I'm thinking of, but it's pretty funny. That kind of looks a little offended. Let's see. So we need the default, very happy, sad, and mad. I think. I'm pretty sure that's like the 4 default. But I should just do a whole stream of me imitating how these pictures look, because they're so cute. What even is this? Yeah, that just looks like an annoyed face. That should be the default, if we're really being honest. That should be the default, and the other one should just kind of be like my happy expression. Because I look like this most of the time. The resting bitch face is real. It is strong. It is everything. That really is honestly what I look like. So I think I'm just going to make an executive decision, and we're going to go with that as the actual default. Because, I mean, look at that. That's definitely me. That's how I look all the time. That's how I look at people. And because this pit crew is so easy to edit, we can make different versions of it if we need to. I think it may be like screwing with stream when I try to use the snipping tool. But I'm still here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to say shiny actual default. Because let's face it. The absolute done with the world look. So once you get the base one down, it's really, really easy to just edit them into whatever else you need. So we have the default, we have the happy. I'm going to try to do the sad one. Let's see. There's not that many options in terms of sad, actually, on this particular one, which is really sweet. It does kind of make it slightly more difficult. That one just kind of looks... That's very meme face right there. RBF, yeah, really. The RBF is real. There are like candid pictures of me everywhere where I look like I hate the world. I do, in a lot of ways, but I'm usually just thinking about how much I like pizza. But my face looks like I'm contemplating things that are illegal. Okay, so now I kind of need to make myself look sad. So we need some, like, sad eyes. It just looks disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed vibes. True. True. Yeah, that's a mood. That's an actual mood. The eye rolling. Why are none of these options letting me be sad? It's just making me annoyed. I'm always annoyed, but I promise I do know how to cry. Ugh. I love it so much. This is everything. Yeah, no, that just made it more annoyed. My God. Ugh. These... I should retitle this stream to Shiny laughs her ass off at herself. Because, honestly, that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Like, that's all I'm doing here. Okay, that looks a little bit sadder. That looks a little bit sadder. Now, does this pit crew have the option to add in, like, the tears? is the difference between these? Am I losing my mind, or is there just not a difference? It doesn't utter them in. Oh, Frank, you're the best. I do try to do as much of this as I can, my own, but gotten decent at pixels. Okay, decent. We're gonna take a quick segue to do a break translation guide. Whenever a break says they're decent at something, it means they're stratospherically amazing at it, and they're just underselling themselves. They're like if Leonardo da Vinci was still alive today, he would sell his paintings for like $10. Not even joking. Gotten decent at pixels. Bruh. Thank you, love. I'm calling you out. I'm always going to call you out because you're full of it. Yeah, I think we'll go with this for the sad face and then have some of Break's decent. I'm about to spit all over my microphone. I'm so sorry. Decent pixel tears. Oh, I've never played Fall Guys before. Proceeds to be better than me. Oh, I'm just decent. Yeah, excuse me if I don't believe you. Sad shiny. Alright, so now we need the mad shiny. So we need some crazy eyes going on, right? Okay, first the face. Should we do like that, or should we have like a gasp face? Like, oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe you did that. Terrible Valley Girl impression aside. Whew, let's see. Should we do like the pursed lips situation? Nah, it needs to be like the face. That really conveys it so much better. Okay, so we need angry eyes. I feel like Mr. Potato Head in Toy Story when he has his angry eyes and back flap. So I feel like I need my angry eyes. That's just a startled look. So I think I may eventually need a startled one if I make this like a romanceable NPC option. But that is so much extra coding, and I don't know about that. That looks kind of mad. In general, for your like basic profiles, this is really, really helpful. And this is not the only like pixelated look pit crew. There's several that you can use for this. Once again, I don't have irises or pupils, but this is kind of giving me some angry vibes. I'm gonna kind of borrow a piece out of Concerned Ape's book here, because if we go down to like these situations, they don't really show up that well, though, do they? I thought I'd let you color them. That the light background's gonna work better on Stardew, so I may actually have to chuck this one at you too, Break, since you're, you know, offering your decent skills up to me. I may just have to take you up on it. See, don't offer me something, because I'm that person that's going to take it every single time. So I really wish I could have this face and just turn it upside down. It's really kind of what I want. No, it looks like I'm chewing. Yeah, no one's ever seen me mad and lived to tell the tale, so this is probably closer to like the last image that one might see. I mean, I don't have anger issues. What are you talking about? I actually don't. I'm one of those people with a long fuse and a very short delay. Let's put it that way. So this is probably right about right. Very cute. Also, I'm just praying that there's an option in Stardew, and I may go over to the Stardew wiki and kind of look down some of the outfits here in a second, since this didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. And I'm pretty sure Break is going to have my head if I try to make theirs on stream. I mean, it looks like you, but it doesn't look like you. So it's not like somebody could like find you. You'd have to leave your house first of all. Which you should leave your house and come see me. Bracelet's falling off. Anyway, I think this is good. Hey, take a sip of water every time I've said anyway during the stream tonight. You'll be very well hydrated, and you'll have to leave the stream and go to the bathroom. Shiny big mad. By the audacity. I'm honest always. I would rather be honest than, well, I mean, I want to be kind, but like, let's be real. I wouldn't leave my house if I didn't have to either, so I get it. I truly get it. Okay. So, that's pretty much the main ones that we need. If we go for like the romanceable, we'd need one with, you know, blushy face, maybe some hearts, stuff like that to really sell it. I think we'll do... Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a blush one. How about that? We'll go ahead and do a blushy shine, just in case I do decide to want to make it a romanceable NPC for the absolutely 0 people in the world that want that. So we'll go ahead and make a blushy shiny. I love the little faces. I can't. They're so cute. I do have a fairly toothy grin. So it's not that inaccurate. That looks like Haley's lips. Oh my god. That just hit me. There is one of Haley's headshots or profile pictures, whatever, in Stardew. I swear that's what her lips look like. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like one of the first ones that you see of her. And she has that look like she's looking down her nose at you. Am I insane? Do I need to get Haley on the flipping... Hold on. Hold the phone. I gotta see this. Hold up. I feel like in early versions, Haley probably did kind of look like that. Like, something about the lips looks similar. Obviously, this is so much different quality of pixel art. Oh my gosh, that just... Okay, well, we don't want Haley's lips. I have nothing against Haley. I'm one of the few Stardew fans that actually kind of likes Haley. But I don't want her lips. That sounded really weird. But I stand by it. Okay, we're working on a blush. Let's get back on topic here. Haley is one of my first wives. Honestly, Haley is wife material. For real. Haley and Alex are slept on so much, and Alex is like best husband. And I say that as a forever Shane lover. Alex is best husband. I adore him and I would die for him. Haley, same way. I love her. I adore her so much. I mean, who doesn't love the hot blonde bombshell, honestly? And she really is sweet when you get to know her. And I could really psychoanalyze every single character on Stardew Valley. And maybe one day I'll do that. Aw, that seems kind of shy and bashful blushy. blushy shine a little bit right there. That's kind of cute. Because I don't know, I can't take a compliment. My body just kind of like implodes. So you usually don't get very much out of me, or you get like everything. It's either like, oh thanks, or it's like, and then I just melt all over the floor, and it's not cute. Aw. I like these first eyes a lot. Like for the really excited, like, oh, you're complimenting me, really? There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's the freckles underneath the freckles. Je blushy. Do we want a little blush? A lot of blush. That really shows off the most, especially because the glasses, like, hide some of the face. I think that kind of conveys a lot of the blushing. But does it go down the neck, or am I, like, insane? No. Okay, I'm just crazy. Oh, the blushy. That's so cute. Oh, Shiny got a compliment. And trust me, would 100% react just like that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm putting a heart on my head. I think that's a great idea. Oh. It obviously doesn't come up on whatever setting I have this on, which is totally fine. I blush when I'm embarrassed and nervous, but people have taken it as like flirty, which makes me want to die a little. Well, because you're adorable when you do pretty much anything. So that's why. Or are they hoping it's flirty? I think they're hoping that it's flirty. Um, People do take blushing in a really weird way. Like, I blush when I'm happy. I blush when I'm mad. Um, when I'm really, really like, aw shucks, my forehead blushes and it's not cute at all. So, I don't know. Blushing is really, really weird, guys. Like, people who are awkward and anxious, we blush for the stupidest reasons, and it's not always for the reason that you think. Personally, I would rather you just look at me and say, are you blushing because you're embarrassed? Are you blushing because you like me? Are you blushing? Like, why are you blushing? Tell me why you're blushing. And I will tell you, or I'll tell you that I don't know if I genuinely don't. Um, but yeah, blushing is a weird bodily functional reaction, and it's always kind of tripped me out a little bit. But and I'm not a cute blusher is the thing. When I blush, it's like full blotchy face. Like when I cry and when I blush, look identical. Ugly blotchy face. This is as good as we're gonna get to how it looks, I think. I want to see the heart there on the head because it's adorable. I want to see if we can change the color on that. Can we? Nope, that's the wrong one. Where am I going? Here we are. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to change the color. So, is the orange, like, really orange? Or is this the one that we didn't put on there? I'm confused. It's not changing color pretty much at all. So that's fine. Oh, here we go. Now it is. That looks a little bit, actually a brighter red, even though it's orange. So I think sticking with that is going to be good. And even though you can't really see them, I did add the little hearts on the outside. Because if I'm actually like, oh my gosh, you're so awesome, you complimented me, I love you so much, whether it's platonic love or romantic love or whatever, like that is genuinely what I feel like, because I have little heart bubbles all around me. So I'm going to leave those in there, even though they're hard to see. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with that. Let's go ahead and save it so we don't lose it. And then we'll probably head over to the Stardew Wiki and see what outfits come closest to this. I'm okay with them looking a little bit different, Because a lot of the characters to me look very, very different. On like when they're sprites walking around versus what their picture looks like. But I want to be close. Okay, so let's see. Stardew clothes. Here we go. All right, there's so many shirts. Oh my good lord, there's so many shirts. So what I'm pretty much looking for is suit top, kind of. I know there's some that are similar. Like they've got these shirts right here that are similar in terms of the shirts themselves. Um, some of these say that they're not dyeable, but one of my things I want to test out sometime, probably not tonight, but I do want to test this, whether on or off stream, is if you put an article of Stardew clothing back into the sewing machine and stitch it with something um, of a different color, like if it's something pink, like a dark red or whatever, and you stitch it with, say, a white egg, it makes it paler. So I think you technically can dye things that are not dyeable, but I would need to try that with stuff that's supposedly non dyeable and see if it works out. So let's see. So a suit top is probably pretty close to what we're wanting. Um, but I'm not 100% sure if that's really going to do what we want it to do. So there's like a gray shirt. See, what would really work well is like, I'm not going to scroll all the way up to it, but there's like a shirt and jacket combo. Jacket's brown. But something like that would probably be passable. Since literally the only thing we need is the shirt. The shirt's the only part that it has to be decided and coordinate well. Like that's pretty close. That right there. See, that looks pretty close to see, white dress shirt and a tie. Like that could probably work. The thing you make with which you can spawn this in with a mod. If you can in-game outfit, like the most make a matching outfit on your sprite. That did not make any sense at all when I read that all out. I'm so sorry. If you pick an in-game outfit you like the most, maybe I could just make a matching outfit on your sprite. That is definitely a possibility. For sure. But I mean, I don't want you to have to do like a bazillion things to the pictures. Just, I mean, because this is my project, and I want to do the majority of stuff, if I can, and not add a bunch to you, because you are already doing so much more than I deserve. But if you're offering and like, and you're genuinely offering, like maybe, maybe you can. But I will also try to pick the closest option that I can, just because it makes things easier. Because flannel is also pretty sick. Genuine offer, no pressure. See, break is awesome. Always awesome. The hoodies are fabulous. Yeah, now we're getting into some of like the really funky looking stuff. The navy tuxedo honestly would almost work. Gray suit would almost work. It says it's not dyeable, but again, I need to try my theory out and see if it works. Yeah, I think it's definitely doable. I think that one way or the other, especially with mods, spawning stuff in, it won't be like a really big ordeal to do. I mean, can we just appreciate for a second just how many outfit options there are in Stardew Valley? Like, good Gussie Lord, we're still scrolling down the shirts. We're still on the shirts. We haven't even made it to the bottoms. That is insane. I haven't even come across so many of these. A shrimp enthusiast shirt. What even are some of these? What are some of these? Like, oh my gosh. Okay, is anybody genuinely gonna get to a point in the game where you will use a magic rock candy to make a shirt? No judgment if you do, but maybe a little bit of judgment. Unless that's like the point of your gameplay is to make all of the outfits. Because the magic rock candy is hella valuable. See, here's a yellow suit right here. And it already has a blue tie. So if my idea works, all I'd have to do is just dye it. Which can be kind of a pain because I made a skirt to try to make a wedding dress for one of my characters. And I had to go back and forth the dyeing process over and over and over again because I didn't have a lot of resources at the time. I was big into selling pretty much everything I had at this point. And so I went in, right, and I just was throwing it back into the sewing machine every time with something paler and paler and paler and paler and paler until I got it to a full white. But I think that was a dyeable object is the problem. So I actually need to write this down. So what we'll do is we'll spawn in a yellow suit and try it out. Because I can take it down. I don't know if it's going to do the whole thing. It may do, because it's not technically dyeable, it may just do the whole thing. You know, like it would make the whole thing white if I dyed it with like white eggs. And then if I tried to do gray, the tie would probably end up gray and the shirt would probably end up gray, the whole thing. Or it might just do the part that's yellow. I don't know. So we'll give that a try. But probably not. Probably not during this particular session. Because it is getting a lot later than I thought. And I might need to kind of cut stream a little bit short. Just because I don't want to skimp on the... I don't want to skimp on the Fall Guys, you know? Fall Guys really deserves a lot of time. It's still really, really popular despite some bugs and issues that they've been having. And I want to really be able to devote that time. So we may just not do that tonight. I probably will play a little bit off stream, just kind of like a relaxation thing for me. Or I may play a couple of games. Haven't decided. If you have an opinion, let me know what we want to do. Because I do definitely want to do the farm tour. That's something that, I mean, I just like doing that and screwing around on my old farms. So that's probably going to be what we do. I don't know. I actually don't know. And I once again, I have so much respect for streamers that make all of the plans and all of these things, and they stream multiple times a week, and they got to come up with things, and they got to time things correctly. It's a lot. I have a lot of respect. I really, really do. Yeah, see, I can just put on whatever kind of pants or whatever kind of shoes, and it's not really an issue. Like, that's the only bottoms, and yet the shirts are... that many. Whew! Yeah, good grief is right. Good grief is right. Whew! And, of course, my camera's gonna act cuckoo again. It doesn't like it when I switch scenes. I haven't figured out why it doesn't like that. Oh, y'all gotta start reminding me to hydrate. Please, I don't talk ever. And talking for 3 hours straight's a lot. Woo! Okay. Yeah, I think the Fall Guys may need to wait for next week. Um, because next week I think is gonna be a little bit easier to time out better. So we may just do that or move it along. I'm still changing schedules the next couple weeks. I think that's probably the best idea. And maybe then Break can play with me, because the only thing that will make it more fun for me being a tryhard is having somebody sweating right along with me. Um, so that's probably the best idea. Oh, my eye's itching. Sorry, guys. It's rough. I got off work at 6 o'clock, and then I came here, and like an hour later, I'm on stream. So that's that's a lot. I'm in. Fall Guys was so fun. Yes, I'm so glad you liked Fall Guys. I really, really am. I just love Fall Guys. It's so cute, and it's such a great game to play with like other people. And there's so many things that you can do, and it's always different, so it's always entertaining. So, what do you think, Break? We can do Fall Guys another night. We can definitely push it to next week, because next week is very it's very editable, flexible. That's what I'm looking for. It's very flexible. I'm not going in for I'm not going in for a super stressful stream, but I am gonna try kind of an unofficial speed run. So it'll be pretty hyped. The week of Thanksgiving, I think I'm gonna be really a little more chill, not really going for any specific goals. Playing very relaxed games, or just kind of, if I play something that's more upbeat, just being really, really relaxed about it. Next week, yeah, I think that's a good idea. And I think we can go ahead and do the farm tour and stuff like that, and kind of start winding down, because I don't know about where you guys are, but it is 9:30 in the evening for me. So, I worked a full day. Working full-time and streaming is no joke, and I have so much respect for the streamers who stream a lot and work full-time. So, let's see. Let me get Stardew going again. Oh, and I opened Stardew and I forgot to do my mods. Because I need my mods to help me get around faster and keep time from running away from me and all that. So I'm going to have to close Stardew if it ever opens. Okay, can we just... Okay, there we go. Okay, whoa. Okay, so we have to unselect the roguelike mod. We do not want the roguelike mod. Please, dear Lord, we do not want the roguelike mod. I will die. Okay. There we go. Mods loaded. Alright, so last week, I showed you my original farm. The one that I started Stardew Valley on. And I love that farm. I really, really did. But this second one is where I really hit my stride. So, we'll go in here. Let's see. I feel like my microphone's way too low. I have no idea. I can't tell. So, we're gonna go... I always came up with names and backstories for all of my characters. Yes, that was a Santa file that you saw. Hang on. Alright, time is frozen here. Let's see. I gotta fix my camera again, because that's my life, apparently, with this camera. Woo, there we go. I have no idea why my camera acts like that. Okay, here we go. Time is frozen. I'm gonna take off the hat so that the character herself can be seen. Alright, so we'll start with a house tour. Again, I tried a little bit harder with this house, but I didn't do as much as I wanted. My next couple of save files that we'll tour over the next couple weeks are much better than this. But I did at least try to get it a little bit better decorated. So like the stone went for the stone floors. Obviously married Sebastian because other than Shane, I love him. Little soft emo boy. Here's a little seating area. All my stuff for a winning Grange display. End tables, TV, all the good things. Let's see. This is my plant room. And a random geode for some reason. I don't know why I put this geode on the table, but I feel like it was an accident. Like I accidentally placed it there and just left it. Kids' room, you know, looks very, very kiddish, very like sky high type of vibes. I love the cloud painting on the cloud background. Like I was very like clouds. Really intent on having the clouds. This room I never actually did anything with. I think I was going to and just didn't. I have trouble like figuring out what to do with my rooms in my house in Stardew. Hello Sebastian. Hi. Come back. Hi. Talk to me. Yay! I got my kiss. Okay. And my children. One wearing a tiara. One wearing the cone hat. You gotta love it. Once again, the basement. I've seen people do some really, really cute things with their basements, but I can't. Plant room is so cool. Oh, thank you. I have a better idea for a plant room that I want to do with the save file I'm working on right now. That's very like cottagecore vibes. But this one was like, this was me saying, okay, now I know how to play Stardew. Let me try this again. So let's go see the farm. Oh, Lewis, I don't care. I forgot I added the birthday mod in. I don't know. I don't know what the birthday is. No. Jeez, I don't friggin' know. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone, Lewis. Don't add in mods and then open stuff up and not have them together. But anywho. So this one I did the Hilltop Farm. Which is really, really beautiful, but it is kind of a pain in the neck to organize. All the torches, apparently this could also be called Fire Hazard Farm, because this cannot be safe. Sloth, of course. And a flamingo. We've seen flamingos in my stuff before. Let's see. I'm going to go like the usual route that I would take to do chores. What even are all these plants? I don't really do a whole lot with this file anymore, so let's just quickly grow these crops so I can see what they are. Yeah, just a bunch of crops. Obviously you can tell this is modded because this would not get watered by this one sprinkler. And this is some stuff that I'm like extra proud of. So I had a lot of fun with chests in this one. Let me show you what I mean. So this is my library. You know, it's got like historical artifacts. Of course, my statue, my award right in the middle. Places to sit. A robot. Globe. You know, the concept was like a library that you could all come to and children could play in and stuff like that. But still was really, really open. So I had like... I'm not sure what the concept was with the bookshelves, actually, but I like how it turned out. So yeah, I had a library, because of course the person who works in a library has to make a library in the game. So I don't think there was anything behind this shed other than like a bazillion hardwood trees, because I started this save file right after the 1.5 update. So the hardwood trees were still a very new thing, or the like being able to plant hardwood trees. So I planted them basically everywhere. Okay, let's quick grow these bad boys too. Whee! Okay. Yeah, I just had a boatload of crops going on here. I was again, like in most of my other save files, I was trying to make money. And so I was pretty much growing everything that I could. So this little area worked out really well for like random plants and stuff like that. And my little gal's wearing the little flower on her head. Shroomies. I should probably have changed the stream title for this. Oopsies. There we go. Okay, change stream title. So, anywho's, mushroom y'all didn't see that. Mushroom forest, basically, over here. Because again, 1.5 update, Ginger Island, having the ability to grow all the mushroom trees. So I actually had to put paths down so I could even get to my mill because I started growing so many of the mushrooms. We'll continue down this way. We'll go back up here in a minute. Again, the silo with the gargantuan amounts of hay. I just kind of threw all of my animals in this one little area. Later on, in other ones, I've started to kind of separate them, but I just kind of chucked them all in here. My blue chickens. My melons. My watermelons. So many melons. Oh my god. And then, of course, the poppies and the spangles for honey. I'm not going to go back there and harvest them because this was before I understood where to put things so you don't accidentally pick the flowers. But yeah, that was one of my many money-making ventures. Once again, a cabin for either my husband or Break if they ever play with me on here. They have a little cabin set up. Shipping bin. I love that you can add shipping bins now. Slimes. This is my slimes that got cursed. This was intentional. I left the statue out so that I could get black slimes. And then I hatched a random tiger slime for some reason. Don't ask me why. I just got a random tiger slime. I think I was hoping to do like a dark tiger slimes, but I'd already maxed it out, and yeah, by this time I got perfection and kind of wasn't really doing a whole lot anymore with the save file. I have a little gate to keep the animals from going up there, but that's okay. Oh my god, move. Fish ponds, you know, the usual. And I suck at fishing, so I'm not really sure why I did this, but I was working on an aquarium. And I didn't really have a lot of organization down as well as I would have really liked. But I had a bunch of fish in here. Like most of my legendary fish are in here. The legendary family fishies all had their own tank, etc. Just basically like whatever fish I had on hand, whatever fish I didn't need anymore. Eventually I like to think I would have organized it, but I was getting more into learning more about Stardew, trying new things in Stardew. And again, you know, once I reached perfection, that was kind of the end for this particular save file. Let's just grow everything up again. The fruit trees are really spread out in this, which I always thought was fun. Because normally I had like the whole orchard type setup. Very random trees everywhere. I had not discovered the magic of kegs yet at this point. So, roll over here. There's my little statue. There's some more melons. Grandpa's shrine, once again with the underwear. Because what else would you offer to your grandfather who left you this beautiful farm but a pair of used underwear? Come on, Marnie, you can do so much better. And here we go. Yes, here's the crux. Here is, you know, the thing that caused me so much pain. There's my golden clock. And the other house. Cabin for the friend. Okay. And I do not like where I ended up putting these warped totem thingies, obelisks. I don't like it. It didn't work really well. but it worked well enough. And like I said, this is a pretty difficult layout to decorate. Um, so I'm really not that mad at it. It could be so much worse. And I really did get it to a place where it was very functional. It was really easy to take care of everything in the mornings. My mini obelisk warps me down to my animals so I can take care of animals and come back really easy. Once again, you can tell this is modded because there's no sprinklers in here. But I was tired of watering, and I wanted a chance to kind of learn more about the game and have more time to do stuff in the day. So I said, screw it, we're not watering anymore. And then in here is one of my little areas for kegs. The bat cave is the best because you have more room to do stuff. The mushroom cave, like, you can decorate around it and you can do stuff, but it's harder to move around. So I end up, whenever I have the mushroom cave, I usually end up just decorating it, and it's a cute decorated space. It's not a usable space. So let's see. So up here, this became my furnace area, because there for a while, one of my big money-making things in this particular save file was iridium bars. I was breaking in the iridium for some reason, and so I was just making and selling iridium bars, which sell for a couple grand a piece. And I was starting on something over here, I think, but I never really got a clear concept of what I wanted. Probably like just a seating area of some sort. Okay, I think my quarry was cute, yeah. So the quarry was really fun. I have, you know, a lot of kegs with wine and beer and all the things. My tree tapping garden, which was totally random. All these trees are just kind of here. They're not very well organized. And this honey thing actually came out of an experiment that I did. I was trying to plant like flowers and doing honey off-site of the farm, and you can only plant stuff outside the farm in pots, but then the pots don't work for honey. But by that time I'd already put all the work in, and I said, you know what, I can just turn around, take that honey, throw them in the kegs right next to them, make mead. So it still kind of ended up working out. And I think this is the one. Yeah, I also filled this little entrance area. I can't tell you how many times I've gone down that ladder trying to empty all these out. So much. Okay. Let's see. Where else do I need to go? Oh, definitely the bus stop, because I do remember decorating that. So again, I decorated this bus stop as well. This one was really casual. Kind of just a vibe, just like a little place to hang out, keeping stuff out of everybody, Pam and Emily and Abigail's way when they come up here. But that's cute, you know, that's cute. I don't think I did anything in the desert in this one, but we'll probably go check just to make sure I'm not crazy. I can just warp out there. It's been a minute since I got on this particular save file. Yeah, I think I just did a little path. Oh, this is the one. This is the one that I decorated this. Okay. Yeah. I knew that I decorated one of them. So there's a little seating area here at this bus stop as well. Just because it's cute. I was having a lot of fun decorating because I actually understood the game, and I was getting pretty good at the game at this point. So I put all that together. Let's see. And now we need to check out the island farm. Of course it's raining, so we won't see it in like all of its glory, but same thing again. If you want a lot of terra roots, especially for some of the quests, this is the easiest way to do it. I don't think I'll ever be able to do Ginger Island without it. It just makes way too much sense. Once again, all the pineapple, and again, no organization whatsoever, because I have hidden amongst the pineapple, I have lots of ancient fruit. Because I just would get a seed and I would just throw it down for whatever. I'm not going to go through and speed grow all of them right now because that's just a lot. And then I had this random mushroom. I didn't think it was going to grow, and then it did, and I didn't have the heart to chop it down. So it's just out here in the middle of my field for whatever reason. But Ginger Island is kind of difficult to adequately decorate, at least for me, because by the time I get to Ginger Island, I'm usually on like a money-making capitalist streak. But the house is fairly cute. I don't have a lionfish in here for some reason, but I have fish that I caught on the island, like the ray and the blue discus and some shrimp and a flounder in here. And then, again, lots of plants. Fireplace, 2 fireplaces, of course. It's not hot enough on a island. Kitchen never really did a whole lot with. I think I put these leaves up there. Actually, because I kept running back and forth and forgetting my catalogs, I literally bought separate catalogs for the house. That was so dumb. Spent money I did not need to spend on that. But got it decorated, got it looking cute. So that's pretty much the farm tour. The next farm next week will be my beach farm attempt that I did. The beach farm is extremely difficult to organize, just in my personal opinion. It's really fun, it's huge, it's beautiful, but it was very, very difficult to organize. So pretty much, let me go back to the farm. So basically, that's kind of it. Yeah, I had shit for projects and quests because I just needed somewhere to park stuff. Oh, I didn't show you guys the workshop. I had a workshop in the other one, but this one was a little bit more organized, a little bit more functional. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the farm. Second farm. So this is really a much more difficult farm layout to organize, but when done well, which I don't personally think this was extremely good, but it was okay. It can be really fun and really beautiful, and kind of has little like spaces for everything. So yeah. Whew. Gosh, I have been talking a long time. I cannot believe anybody wants to hear my voice for that long. Like, seriously, y'all actually want to hear my voice for 3 hours? It's crazy to me. So pretty much, I'm going to go ahead and get out of Stardew so it'll stop making noise in my ears. But, that's going to be it. I'm sorry we didn't get to Fall Guys tonight, but I think it's a good decision to wait and kind of just keep this a little bit more low-key, and just kind of vibe tonight. It's a full moon. Let's not make things any crazier than they gotta be. And we'll be back again next week. So the plan for next week is we're going to do some trivia to help others. I found this awesome website where you can do trivia questions on a bunch of different topics, and they actually donate rice to third world countries. Pretty much anybody needing food. Majority of it does go to third world countries over in Europe, Asia, South America, etc. So we'll be doing some of that. Keep our brains sharp and help others. I have a game that I purchased a really, really long time ago called Virtual Villagers, and it is funny. I'm pretty sure it's nostalgic because I have Virtual Villagers 4. I mean, they made a 1 through 3 apparently, so must have meant something to people. And it is the most scuffed thing I've ever seen in my life. And so we're going to have a little fun with that. And screwing around with that. But probably what I'm planning on getting the night kicked off with is a perfection speedrun in Stardew Valley. Well, hold on a minute, Shine. the world record for perfection speed run is something like 22 hours. You can't do that in a 3-hour stream. Right, right. I forgot one little detail. Um, we're gonna do it in 45 minutes with cheats. How else? It's not as easy as it sounds. Even with cheats, getting perfection in Stardew Valley takes a lot. It takes a lot of brain power. It takes a lot of pretty much everything. But I've seen other streamers attempt it, and I've seen where they screwed up. So, can we get perfection in 45 minutes? We're going to find out. And who knows? We're probably going to stick Fall Guys in there somewhere. So some of this stuff may shuffle around. I'm going to get better at scheduling things, of course, as we go along. But there will be another farm tour as well, because I've achieved perfection 3 times on Stardew Valley. So you'll see the third one coming up next week. And my very, very ugly, completely haphazard beach farm. So, that is going to do it for me tonight. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I hope that all the changing and the troubleshooting that I've done over the last week helps to improve the stream. I really do care about this and about all of you and making really good quality time. Not just quality content, but really just quality time where you can feel safe and loved and have a good time and be entertained and listen to my voice slowly go away the longer I talk. But that is going to do it for me this evening. So thank you so much for dropping by. I love you so, so much. It means everything to me that you watch what I do and you want to hang out with my crazy self and be here with me as I'm getting better and better and better at streaming. So we're going to get even better and better and better. It's going to be incredible, and I've got some really fun stuff on the way for the week of Thanksgiving as well. But that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm Shiny. Thank you so much for being here. I'll probably redo my intro type thing next week as well, but I wanted to get into story time today. That was way too important to me. So I love you. Mwah. Love you all so, so much. Bye. I'm using my phone as a stream deck. It's like the coolest thing ever.